Alright guys, jumping right back into League for Dark Matter and X Potion. We're in round 4 this time. We got the Kilika Beast going against the Albed Sykes, Guado taking on the Guado Glories, and we are facing off against the Ronso Fangs. So we've won, what, 3 games now? I mean, we're on a win streak here. I mean, there's not a lot the opposing teams can do, and we're just going to continue kind of trying to crush the other teams. Let's see if we can keep it up. So Knob starts with the ball. We are going to push left side here. This is kind of the bad thing. I don't check who's on the team before I play. So whenever I have like these left side pushes and stuff, I've always got to like think, how fast is that arrow moving on that map, I guess. And you know, what do we what do we do if it's quick? Because the left side pushes never work, like if it's like Metis or something. I guess they do work sometimes, but it makes it much more difficult when we're constantly encountering the person we're pushing against. Thankfully, it looks like it works there, and we are up 1-0 already. So Svan in the midfield, obviously pushing against Nav. I brought this up before, and I think it was actually a few leagues ago, but Savannah actually is at a point where she could withstand a tackle from Nav, so her having Nav tackle through actually isn't insane. And to add on to that, a lot of the midfielders with the endurance they have are now reaching the point to where it's not like an insta like turnover if Knob tackles through. Before, it would be like ridiculous stuff where like a midfielder would let Knob tackle through and he'd have like 20 more endurance or 20 more attack than their endurance. But now I think the game's balancing out a little bit, so it's not absolute madness to see Savanda take the tackle there. Yeah, I think in about maybe like, trying to get an actual estimation, I think in maybe like 2 or 3 leagues, we're going to see a much different game in terms of how Guado has to navigate through everything. I think it's going to become a lot more difficult for him for sure. Yeah, we're going to pass to Zazzy here. We're just going to pass to Gira. This is a little bit greedy, but I just want Gira to shoot. I'm not looking to shoot with Zazzy. And that's the thing, I'm sure Zazzy can make a goal. Like, I'm not like doubting his ability. It's just, you know, Gira's my dude, at least this league. And Nimrok is unable to stop it. We're just going to go up 3-0. It's good to see. So Svanda with the ball is going to push right side here. I mean, definitely going to be safe if she pushes right side. Only encountering Gira Guado. Both our forwards are awful at attacking. Like there's just nothing there they can really do. We're gonna have Auto Guado just tackle through, see if he can steal the ball away. Looks like he can, and we're gonna try to set up Gira Guado with a goal. I might have pushed a little bit too far with Auto there. I was hoping to get Gira Guado closer and closer to the goal, but it might have pushed him a little bit too close. Alright, looks like we're not punished quite yet. I think Gira Guado with the shot. I mean, against High Risk and Nimrok, it's nothing. High Risk is such, I mean, I'll scream it from the mountaintops again, but High Risk is such a bad technique for the AI to use because there's no benefit to it. There's nearly never a situation where the AI is going to be a higher level than you in this, you know, particular situation especially. But you're generally just going to be a higher level than the AI. So the fact that they're getting double experience means nothing. It just doesn't come into play. And then they have their stats, and then it's just a downward spiral into disappointment for the game you play. I mean, we're already 4 points up, right? We're about to be 5 if this makes it, which it should. We have enough time and enough shoot, and they have too little catch. No, high risk is really only beneficial to the actual player. No, I do think high risk especially makes sense because the general idea is you don't know who Blitzball players are in the game as you play through. So like if you get someone later on and you're like level 15 and they're level 1, like having high risk on them is actually really nice because you can level them up quicker and you know, get them some experience and stuff. A little bit of experience for us, that's good to see. But yeah, high risk for the AI doesn't really make a ton of sense. Alright, so Sponda with the ball, gonna push midfield. Yeah, that's good to see, right? And then we're gonna have Guado with the ball. So, I mean, we're in control. Within 20 seconds of the game start, we're in control. Yeah, we're just gonna pass to, I think Knob. I think Gear Gloves a little bit too covered here. Yeah, my ultimate, not ultimate, one of my goals with Blitzball though was, I had the Final Fantasy X guide as a kid, right? And it had like all the Blitzball players in there, and it generally like told you what was up. I was hoping that for some reason, like the creators of the guide like maybe missed a Blitzball player. So I remember going through and like pressing scrounge on everyone, even though I had like a master list of Blitzball players. That was how I found I think it was like Sonio, the Blitzball fan, which isn't mentioned in the Brady guide from the original game. So that's new information. And then I guess I did sort of find like I don't know, this is gonna like sound weird. I feel like I did sort of find a new Blitzball player when I did a stream a while back where I showcased if you edit your save and you move a Blitzball player to an empty slot, like if you basically push and make an empty slot, the game auto-fills the slot with a player, and it gives you like the player's name is No Name 1, so clearly a very important player, and I think they're Mayu's texture. So like that's who. Oh no, Mafuri. It's Mafuri's texture, not Mayu. Wait, is it? It's either Mayu or Mafuri. I actually don't remember. I think it's Mayu. I think it's the red, like dress. Yeah, I think it's Mayu. But it's that like skin, but their name's No Name 1 and their stats are terrible. So I guess that's sort of like a new Blitzball player. That whole interaction though is weird because I was going through. I'll talk about it a little bit, but I was going through it on stream and everything, and it's weird because you know it's a character that has no relevance to any other character. Its stats aren't tied to another player. Like and it'll level up like 98 stats. Like its shoot will go from like its shoot never goes super high, but like its endurance will go from like 1 to like 99. Like it's crazy. And then if you have multiple no names, the game treats it like the same object. So like let's say I get 12 experience for No Name 1 as a forward, but then I have a second No Name 1 because I made 2 slots free in like as my midfielder. So if I get like 13 experience for one and then 14 for the other, it'll add all the experience up together. So overall, both players will get 26 because it's the same player, just duplicated across the game. It's wild. It's definitely wild. I'm gonna mess around with it a little bit more because I want to see what we can do, I guess. But I'm thinking maybe if we can somehow duplicate individual players. I don't think that's possible, at least in the application I have, because the reason no name exists is because it's a null value. And when you feel like walking in there, that's not a null value, that's an actual object in the game. So it'll throw an error saying like this character's already here. But yeah. Anyways, looks like Gear Guado leveled up level 85, so he's catching up to Zazzy. More HP, attack, pass, shoot. It's good to see. And that'll talk on the contracts and stuff in Mayu clone. That's my assumption of how like the game decides how it works. I'm not sure if that's true or not, you know. More testing as always. Anyways, it looks like Basik Ronso's contract with the Glories has expired. He's staying for about 11 games. Bada's contract with the Guado Glories expired. He's staying for about 28. Oh, that's quite a bit. Svana's contract with Ronso Fane's expired. She should stay. Oh, they got rid of... Oh, Gazna back on the team. I don't like that. It's a bad idea. Anyways, looks like Kill Beast and Albed Sykes tied up 0-0. Guado Glories take their win 4-2, and we crush them 7-0. Not too bad. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And when you come back, we're going to be playing more Blitzball. Till next time.